time for another episode of My Team Career Mode. This time we're going to spar easily top 3 tracks on the entire calendar. What a track! You know, it's just lovely. We're going to keep this intro nice and snappy. We're not going to waste any more time. We're going to go straight into qualifying, hoping to keep up my good run of form of finishing roughly sort of P16, P15, that kind of area, and go from there. Alrighty-o, welcome to qualifying. It is absolutely pouring down here at Spa. Not ideal. I would prefer it to be dry, obviously. I'd say that I always downplay my own wet weather ability. I always say, please don't rain. Please don't let it rain, because I always think that I'm going to drop an absolute stinker. But to be honest, sometimes, rarely, but sometimes I'm actually quite decent in the wet. Now, of course, the AI sometimes bring along their own custom wet weather setup, specially attuned for when it rains. I don't have that. I've just got the normal, like, dry setup, so we'll see how it goes. Here are some of the lap times so far. We have George Russell leading the way with a 1 minute 53.897. Oh, 3 fastest sectors as well. Of course, we're not interested at the top, given where our car is. Let's take a look at Théo Pourchaire's time. I was going to say where he is, but he's last, so it doesn't really matter. So there he is, a 1 minute 56.570 is the lap time we've got to go and try and beat. So let's give that a go. I want to try and remember the sectors. So it's a 33.5, 52 dead, 31 dead, we'll say. Okay, let's do it. Alright, and here we go. Just want to say, you know what time it is. Before I start my first lap, if you could please consider liking the video, because it really does help. And also consider subscribing. We're trying to hit 1.5k by the end of the year. We're grinding hard. Let's do this thing. I need to remember that under like intermediate conditions, you can usually brake a lot later than the game sort of leads you to believe. I also want to try and stay on this dry line. You can see it's starting to form a little bit. And let's see how we get on. So I'm going to brake about there. That was pretty good. A bit close to the wall. That was very scary. On the exit, that was okay. That didn't feel too bad. Now, of course, we have Rouge. Obviously, it's not flat. But we'll do it, like, with a small lift. Yeah, there's a little bit more in there, but it's fine. Now, let's see what kind of straight line speed I can hit down here, then. It's going to be about 332, which is pretty stinky. Remember, it was, what, a 33? I remember, but I've done a 32.7, which is actually quite good compared to Théo Pourchaire. Wasn't it a 33 dead, or was it a 33, like, I don't even remember. Oh, it was a 33.5, wasn't it? So I'm already, like, more than half a second up on Théo Pourchaire through Sector 1. Of course, I am running a more straight line speed setup. In qualifying, the AI tends to use a lot more downforce. So Sector 2 will prove if I've actually got pace. Théo done a 52 dead. Let's see what I've got in the locker. Here we go. Sector 2 is about to pop up. Car actually feels gorgeous right now. And I'm going to go and put... Right, okay. Fastest Sector 2 of anybody. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. Let's go into the bus stop chicane. Braking was a little bit late. No, it was actually absolutely perfect. On the curb a little bit. I'm going to lose a little bit of time from that. Just have a nice exit and... Right. Okay. What's happened there then? I know, like, what, huh? Right, you know what? We take those. I can't give you an explanation as to how that's just happened. The only thing I can say is maybe the rain has gone from, like, almost full wet condition to prime winter in between when the AI finished their first runs and I went out for my first run. I don't know, but wow. Okay. Wow, I am in a state of deep puzzlement, to be honest. Okay, brilliant. Now, that lap was pretty good, I thought. Oh, wait, I need to get out for my second run. Yeah, go. Okay, you know what? That hasn't really worked. I was going to go and look at the sector times, but I don't even know if I can make it for a second run. Time is going to be very, very tight. Oh, okay, I'm going to have to gas it from here. Oh, no, I'm not going to make it. Wow. Okay. So I'm not going to make it to the flag to start a second lap. That's quite interesting. And so we're about to see what my ending position was. What's it going to be? I mean, like, I've done a George Russell, in effect. It's what I've done. I've done a George Russell 2021. Okay, that was completely awkward. Usually, though, I mean, I know Spa is obviously a way longer track than pretty much any other on the calendar. It's, what, like 5 kilometers plus? But I usually exit the pits with about 10.5 minutes to go. And then I've got plenty of time, like 2 minutes, before I can go out for my second run. And even then, I thought 2 minutes 40 would still be just enough. But no, I needed another, like, 20 seconds there. But, I feel like I'm not gassing myself up enough. I've just got P2 in, like, wet conditions here at Spa. But that has annoyed me more than you could ever possibly imagine. Missing out on pole by 17 milliseconds is truly a depressing feeling. But, wow, okay, that's incredible, to be honest. Théo Pourchaire is, of course, last, and, well, we're through to Q2, so that's cool, I guess. Top stuff. Now, there is actually a little chance here that the track could dry at the end of this Q2 session. So what I might do is I'm going to wait for the time to go down. I'll only do 1 lap. If it's still wet, I'll obviously do a lap on the inters. If it gets dry, we'll go onto the slicks. Because I feel like if I do a lap now and I don't make it to the flag for a second run again, and everyone goes out on slicks, I'm finished. So let's see what the track is looking like, although that is pretty difficult to tell. I will have to go out with about 3 minutes remaining, though, so I actually have enough time. And actually, look at that. The track now says cloudy. So if we go and take a look at this, yes, that is, I mean, it's quite hard to tell from here, but that is definitely slick conditions. So let's go and put on the slicks. And actually, this is quite scary now, because I'm going to be going out on the slicks with no practice on it. So I don't know how this is going to go. And here we go. My one and only run in Q2, and it's on a set of slick tyres that I've not done a run on yet, and I have already completely cocked up turn 1, so that's probably my qualifying efforts over. So that's tough, but we move. I'm actually hoping I might be able to get a nasty slipstream off this Haas up ahead. Yes, kind of, not really. I mean, yeah, actually, yes. Oh yeah, lovely stuff. I don't know which Haas you are, but cheers for that, boss. That was massive. Oh, the lack of practice is really showing its true colours right now. I am dropping an absolute stinker of a lap. Actually having a pretty decent run through these couple of corners. It's not going too badly. I'm not feeling too great, though. I feel like I am going to go and drop a little P16 for the boys, which is still a fantastic qualifying effort, to be fair. Yeah, currently 4/10 off Hulkenberg. Of course, my ex-teammate, it is done, realistically. Here we go, then, into the bus stop chicane. A little bit too late on the brakes, and that has been the story of this entire lap, to be honest. Every single corner, I was just too late on the brakes. In every single one. To be honest, though, that's still very good. I mean, that's like, what, my first time in Q2 this whole season, and I wasn't even last in Q2. I did actually beat someone, which is quite incredible. Who's it going to be? It is going to... Excuse me, it's going to be Daniel Ricciardo, who I actually ended up beating. So that's a very good result. Probably could have easily found another half a tenth and got ahead of Logan Sargent as well. P15, though, that's a quality result in quali. We're going to the race. Don't really know what to expect. Let's just try and hold position. And P15 won't be too bad. And, oh, that is a beautiful sight. It's all lovely and sunny and dry. Now, in a weird world, I would actually quite like it to be wet again, just because I actually have a bit of practice now with the wet. I don't know how I'm going to do on dry tyres today. For the first couple of laps, I might be a bit stinky, you know what I mean? Here is my strategy. It's going to be a soft to medium, and I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. I definitely didn't think we'd be using the softs, but wow. That tyre wear is extremely low. Usually Spa's got really high tyre wear, but no, 39% after like 7 laps. That's crazy to me. Alright, well, I'm just going to leave the strategy as it is, and we will go from there. So let's start round number 10, Spa Francorchamps starting P15. Alright, here we go then. Let's do it. 5 lights on and boom! We are underway. Lots of wheel spin off the start. Can barely keep my car in a straight line. And I am already going to drop down to P17. Not really what you want to see. I'm now also fighting alongside Lance Stroll, and he's also gone. So I've lost 3 places off the line. I still don't know how to do Grand Prix starts consistently. Sometimes they'll be really good, next time really bad. I don't know. But anyway, let's see if my straight line speed can at least match some cars up ahead. Oh, it can. Hello, Lance Stroll. I'm back. Into here we go, wheel to wheel with Lawrence, and that should be that place got. And there might be a move up the inside of one of the McLarens here. It's going to be Oscar Piastri. No, not going to happen. But at least I gained one of my lost places back. That is at least some positive. And yeah. Hang on. Cheeky little... And that just hasn't gone well, was it? Like, that's just... only me could fathom that. Only I could have my best quali start of the year of P15 and then immediately bottle it like halfway through lap 1. Only I can do that. I can't... Oh my, I need to lock in. I can't even drive in a straight line anymore. What's happened to me? Alright, so there's lap 1 complete. What's one word to describe it? Crap is a pretty good one. I've actually lost, well, what, like 7 places? And I'm last, is what's happened. Do I even have any straight line speed to catch up to Zhou Guanyu? It's not even Zhou Guanyu, it's Kevin Magnussen. Hang on. Yes, I do. I'm going for this. Round the outside, this is very risky. Oh, scary. Very frightening. Okay. That was a pretty good move. I've got one of my lost places back. That's not bad. Pace seems okay. Car feels okay. I should be able to make a little comeback, but I don't know how far that's going to go. Starting to reel in Teo Pourchaire here a bit. There could actually be a move on down the inside of bus stop chicane. Nope, we're going to have to go around the outside of the bus stop chicane on my own teammate, which is very frightening. That is a very, very nice overtake, and I get a nice bit of DRS as well on the exit. And the fastest Sector 3. That's very nice. So, you know, 2 laps in, and it's been very topsy-turvy, but I'm feeling good now. Oh, my pace is very strong. Just set the fastest Sector 1 of anybody. I've already caught right up to Zhou Guanyu and the 2 Williams. Oh, what's happened there then? Why is my car... What? Whoa. Can you stop? Like, car, stop, like, randomly having oversteer for no reason. Like, can we, like, relax? It's only lap 3, I know. Like, come on. Alright, come on then. Let's see this car's true straight line speed. Zhou Guanyu, I feel like just like your career, you're finished. Here we go. Round the outside. I don't know when to brake. I don't know when to brake. I'm going to do it there. Go. Oh, yes. Okay, that's another place up. Absolutely cooking. Apart from then, this car is extremely horrible, by the way. I don't know what happened to it, but I could barely exit out of a corner without it wanting to, like, you know, end my life. It's not great, but we're still locking in. I'm up to P19 now. We've got Alex Albon up ahead. And then there's actually a very nice little train of cars. You've got Alex Albon, you've got Lance Stroll, you've got another, like, 6 or 7 cars ahead of them, all close to each other. And with my straight line speed, if I can just get near them, I should be able to overtake them, like, once every lap. Alright, here we go again. Next lap, lap number 5. Is there a move on Alex Albon? Let's see. Go on. Yes, yes. Oh, there definitely is. Ooh, scary, frightening, horrible, hate it. But again, another really, really nice overtake. Now up to P18. What a comeback arc this is, you know. I'm now only 3 places down from where I started. That's pretty good to me. Oh, who's that guy? Oh, you silly twatted. I think that's one of the RBs has had a bit of a lock-up, and they have gone miles off the track in the gravel. There's actually a chance they might not even be able to come back on, but we take those. That's another position gained. Didn't put much effort into it, but there you go. Now up to P17. I've noticed that my pace is now not what it once was. I don't know, we have another yellow flag somewhere, I believe. Yes, up ahead. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it is someone ahead or if it's just the game bugging and it's actually someone behind. Let's have a look. Oh no, I've just seen it. No, oh my. Well, what's happened there then? Théo Pourchaire, his first 2 races have ended in DNFs. Right, yeah, we're gonna have to sort that out, don't we? Like, that is a serious problem. Alright, it's officially my time to make my pit stop. I'm kind of glad about that, to be honest, because of how awful this car feels right now, and that's not really what I was hoping for. I was hoping that, like, these lot would stay out for another lap, and I could try and get an undercut, but they've pretty much all come in, so that's a bit unlucky, but we move. Now, what would really help my race is a decent pit stop. So, there you go. That was pretty good. Well done, team. I will be giving you a £3 raise at the end of this season. Well done, lads. You deserve that. Now, this is interesting. I don't know how, but Stroll has dropped massively back from Logan Sargent, which means I basically get to have a go at him for free. He's not got DRS. I can go around the outside and on the fresh medium rubber. Meanwhile, everyone else is on hards. Didn't even notice that. That's quite, optimistic. That's quite good. I enjoy that. I have already made a place up, and I've only been out the pits for like 30 seconds. Top stuff by Fat Crim. Right, I don't know who else stopped, but let's see if I managed to undercut anyone. I have actually managed to catch up to Sargent a little bit as well and get some nice DRS assistance. So we come round turn 1, and am I ahead of anyone? No. I'm not, so I didn't undercut anyone, but I am a lot closer to the cars up ahead. Now, I did increase my downforce by 2 clicks on the front wing. I just thought that I had a bit too much straight line speed, and actually, there's a little move on here. Maybe, potentially, around the outside of these two. Actually, if they go wheel to wheel, I could do my famous little switchback down the inside here. Oh my goodness! What a move that is! That deserves its own special plaque in, like, the Louvre. That was, like, unbelievable. Okay, up to P15 now. Fastest Sector 1, driving on the grass, and I don't care. Right, here we go again, lap number 10. I'm right up the arrow to Jack Doohan, and I was not expecting this level of pace from Fat Crim, given the fact that I am now against medium tyre runners. And actually, what am I doing? I'm going crazy. Down the inside of Tsunoda, down the inside of Tsunoda. Okay, now we're going to try and go around the outside of Tsunoda. Maybe do a little switchback to go down the... No, okay, let's just sack that off. I was actually thinking to maybe go for a move on him and Oscar Piastri and get a nice little double overtake going. But I'm actually so impressed with my pace right now, considering everyone around me are on mediums apart from Tsunoda. I'm keeping up with them, and that's very good. As you can see as well, my ERS tank is plentiful. I can cause some serious trouble in these next couple of laps. Let's see how we get on. So we come out the bus stop. Of course, DRS is enabled right up the arse of Yuki Tsunoda. I reckon I can actually go for a very easy overtake down the Radion straight. I don't actually know what that straight's called, but I reckon this overtake could be fairly easy because Tsunoda's actually almost... Excuse me again. He's almost lost DRS on Oscar Piastri. In fact, he might have done. Let's have a look. Yeah, no DRS for Tsunoda, so, goodbye. And actually, wait, hang on. Look at the straight line speed! Boom! Okay, I didn't pass Piastri, but that straight line speed was out of this world. Holy moly. Okay, let's try and stick with Oscar through this lap, and maybe by the start of the next lap, there could be a potential move on, or Piastri just buggers off and clears me by a second, which is entirely possible since, you know, he's in a McLaren and he's pretty much already done it, to be honest. Okay, never mind. Alright, so Piastri's gone. That hasn't really worked at all, my incredible, marvellous plan. So now, it's just defending from Tsunoda. And he is one aggressive bugger, so I don't know how I'm going to get on with that. And he's right behind me as well. His car seems a lot quicker than mine all of a sudden. I don't know how that's happened. Let's see. This is the first time this race I'm having to defend, and I'm very vulnerable. Let's see what my straight line speed is like when Tsunoda... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. He can't even get remotely close to me. That's actually really good to know. That means that I don't really have to worry about him passing me. There's nowhere for him to really do so. Unless it's like one of the final laps where he just dumps his overtake. That's it. That's the only way he can get past me. Oh, look at this. Yuji Tsunoda fighting with Jack Doohan. And wow. Okay, Jack. That was a lovely move. Well done, you. It's actually quite sad, really, that, you know, Jack Doohan's out here in the Haas doing this, fighting Tsunoda, and yet in real life, there's a chance that he might actually lose his already, like, contractually signed seat at Alpine. There's a little talks going around that Franco Colapinto might actually replace Jack Doohan at Alpine, even though Doohan hasn't actually raced for them yet. Tragic if that would happen. But then again, they are just rumours, and I'd say 9 out of 10 rumours are just complete bollocks, so we'll see. Right, here we go. Penultimate lap of the Grand Prix. If I can hold on to this P13, I'm actually, like, over the moon with that result. Of course, it's not our highest finish this season. We did score points back in, was it Imola, I believe, where we got that P7. P13 would be our second highest result. And what a comeback. Of course, it ain't over yet. I've got to be careful of Jack Doohan. Here he is with DRS. But look, even with me just using a little bit of overtake and then just hot lap, Doohan with DRS can't even get close to me. Which leads me to believe maybe this entire race I should have just ran a lot more downforce. And it is quite sad to think about what could have been if I didn't make that mistake by crashing into one of the Haas cars. I don't know if it was Doohan or Sargent when he was fighting Piastri and go off and go back to last. Because I would have been running in P15 as I drive on the grass again. I don't know why I keep doing that. I think with poo on, I always turn in too early. It's because my brain thinks, right, you know, turn in now, and you sort of tell your brain, no, we don't turn in yet, lad. You got to wait until now, and then, yeah. But anyway, I don't think I would have finished much higher if I did remain in, like, P15 or, like, P17 off the start. But, you know, I wouldn't have had to go through the effort of overtaking 5 extra cars and losing about 10 seconds of you know, just race time. Maybe as well with a little undercut, you know, stopping a lap earlier and swapping to the medium tyres. Who knows what could have happened today, but I'm still extremely pleased with the result that I'm about to get. So, final lap of the race. We're going to keep the hot lap ERS on for the entire duration of it. Of course, this is where the AI like to use all of their remaining overtake. So, this is where I'm going to be under the most threat from Jack Doohan. Let's see how we get on. Pass Radion, and we're off. I'm going to go down to about 30%, and that should be good. Bosh. Lovely. Jack Doohan once again, not even remotely close to getting a move on good old Fat Crim. Alright, here we go. Final sector of the race. Actually not finishing that far off the lead, to be honest. It's going to be, I believe, George Russell taking the win. Just like he did in real life before he kind of got disqualified. But anyway, here we come. Bus stop chicane. Managed to hold off Jack Doohan for the final lap. Round we go. Little bit of a wheel spin on the exit for fun. And there you go. Wow. What a topsy-turvy weekend. You know, going from P2 in Q1. To be honest, at that time, I didn't even realise. I forgot that I had it on a full quali, not a short quali. So I was like, wait, I'm starting P2. Then I thought, hang on, now I've got to do Q2. Q2, it got dry. I dropped an absolute stinker of a lap, qualified P15. So that was a very high to a really, like, low. Going into the race, starting P15, I was still very optimistic. Got in there, you know, lost a couple of places off the start. I don't think I had the right RPM. I don't know what the cause was, but I had a lot of oversteer off the line. And then obviously crashed into one of the Haas cars, dropped down to last, and then made a recovery to P13, our second best result. So it was sort of really good, bad, good, bad, good. Absolute madness. So here's the final finishing results of this Belgian Grand Prix. George Russell takes the win from pole with the fastest lap. Oh, very nice by Posh Spice. Then we have a Ferrari 2 and 3, followed by Checo Perez beating Max Verstappen. That's very accurate, that's good. So even though, like I said, and you saw we crashed on lap 1, I still managed to finish 2 places higher from where I started. Théo Pourchaire, of course, having back-to-back DNFs in his first 2 races. I don't think he's going to be too pleased about that. But we go into the standings, of course, no points for me. Hulkenberg, by the way, has scored even more points. He's now up to 8, which means he actually goes ahead of me. Yeah, P13 now. That's annoying. Okay, so we're currently sitting P16 still. Théo Pourchaire, P11. Of course, he got those 12 points with Aston Martin earlier on in the season. The front is looking like this. Only 5 points split Verstappen and Hamilton. And then there's only 16 points back to Norris and 18 back to George Russell. These 4, even these, like, 7... all still within a shout with 6 races remaining. The constructors, it looks like this. Mercedes lead by 4 points over Red Bull. McLaren 24 back. Ferrari 51 back. A very exciting 4-way fight for the constructors. Imagine that in real life. But anyway, that's going to be all from me today for another episode of My Team Career Mode. Tomorrow, we have my Senna driver career. The day after, we have Has to Glory. And it won't be until Wednesday until my team returns. So I'll see you a lot then. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, all the good stuff. And I'll see you all next time. Adios, amigos. Goodbye.